everyone, welcome to Club UX. Well, though UX design exists since 4000 BC, yes, you heard it right. However, professionally it is relatively a very new field and getting started in it can be a little bit daunting. So the beginner always asks where to start from. Well, not to worry. In this video, we are going to talk about just the same. We are going to discuss 8 simple steps to become UI or UX designer, and we will also discuss about the 5 design books that a UX designer must read. Let's get straight to the point. Do you need a UX design degree to start and get into the UX design field? The simple answer, no. When in fact I started into the UX design field, I happened to join a UX design jam. And I was literally surprised that there were people either from the marketing field, there was somebody from the psychology field, then there was somebody from the event management field and also from the sales field. But the good thing was that all of us were combined for only one thing, that was our passion for the UX design. So yes, you don't really need a UX design degree. So what do you need in order to become a UX designer? So the very first thing that you need to do is to conduct your initial research. Well, if you are planning to get into the UX design field, then I'm pretty sure that you already know what UX design is. However, UX design is in itself a very vast field. It comprises of many other design fields. Hence, before jumping in, make sure you know exactly what you're getting yourself into and what you want to do. There are different design fields like interaction design, then there is user interface design, then there is information design. So it's very important that you get yourself familiarized with the different terms and understand different design fields. Also get yourself familiarized with the base and the median salary that different design fields offer. Because if the money interests you, then it's important that you learn about the base and the median salary. Well, the salary would also depend on the location where you are in. For example, if you're living in the San Francisco Bay Area, then the amount of salary that you will get will be higher as compared to any other location that you are living in. Well, how do you research about it? Internet. Well, internet gives you plethora of information. It's very easy for all of us to get lost. I would recommend you to go through Career Foundry blog, Interaction Design Foundation blog, some YouTube channels in order to learn the differences between user experience, user interface design, user interface, interaction design and more. Now let's come and move on to step number 2, which is to take up an introductory course in UX design. Many people would advise you to take up a UX bootcamp. Now, they are highly expensive and may not suit the pocket of beginners who want to learn UX design. A UX bootcamp is very good and suits those people who have already got some knowledge into the UX design field. They are looking for more practice and getting connected to a lot of people into the same industry. However, if you're like me, who does not have a lot of money in the initial phases of their design career, and if you're somebody who's looking for introduction into the UX tools and techniques, then I would advise you to take up some UX design introductory courses. Now, it's important that you understand that before taking up any expensive course, do your own research. For example, is the course flexible and self-paced, or you need to follow a timeline? Do you get mentor and career support? Will you get to work on real-world projects? Will you get support on building UX design portfolio? Do they give you any job guarantee? There are many free as well as paid UX design courses. I have collated a list of the 7 best online platforms to learn UX design from. Well, I do have a video on that as well. I would suggest you to go through that. The link would be in the description box below. Prices for the paid UX design courses may vary from as low as $10 to as high as $700. But then with more money comes more freebie. But again, if you're looking to build up your knowledge on the different UX tools and techniques, again, if you're looking to understand the different UX design fields, then start by taking up a UX design introductory course. And then you can take up as many introductory courses as you like. There are many free as well as paid UX design courses. With this, let's move on to step number 3, is to work on your first UX design project. Well, by now you must have dabbed into the different UX design fields, what are the different tools and techniques that goes into the UX design field. But unless and until you practice it, everything will go down in the drain. If you have signed up for a boot camp, then of course it's very easy that you must have gotten a lot of support on how to make a UX case study. But if you have also taken up a good introductory course, then they are designed in such a way that they give you practice exercises to practice on a particular problem and build a UX case study around it. So use the opportunity and learn how the UX designers work on the real world problems and then create a UX case study on it. It can just be rough. Just take this opportunity to create a rough UX design case study and use the opportunity to just practice it. Now, what is a UX design case study? UX design case study are the UX design projects that you have worked on as a UX designer. It is presented in the form of compelling stories with text and images to show how a UX designer handled problems. I have included a simple guide how to create UX design case study. Do check the video out, the link is in the description box below. Now let's move on to the step number 4, which is to learn UX design tools and techniques. When you work on a UX design project, you come across and have to use many UX design tools and techniques in order to simplify the problem, in order to come across the right solution to solve the problem. A UX designer used various different tools and techniques. Well, it would depend on the kind of project that you're working upon. However, there are some essential tools and techniques which a UX designer must learn, which is more or like bread and butter for them. For example, some of the tools for user research are survey tools like SurveyMonkey, MS Office for quantitative and qualitative analysis, and presentations to present the findings. Some of the analysis tools are affinity mapping, persona building, customer journey map, user flow, etc. Now, prototyping. Pen and paper is must for creating lo-fi prototypes. UI tools to create UI screens. For me, I think the best prototyping tool can be Figma and Adobe. There are a plethora of YouTube videos which are available if you want to learn how to use Figma and Adobe. And if you have taken up a good UX design bootcamp or introductory course, then there is also a very good possibility that these courses will also get you introduced to the basic of using prototyping tools. With this, let's move on to step number 5, is to start practicing and taking up more UX design projects. This is also the step where most of us just stops because we think that we have already practiced on a UX design project. We know different UX tools and techniques, we learn the prototyping tools. Now the next thing for us to do is to start jumping on and applying for different UX design roles. However, how will you convince the other person that you have worked and you actually have experience in solving the real world problems? The best way to go about it is to create a UX design portfolio. Now, what is a UX design portfolio? I already have a video on that. Please check it out. The video link is in the description box. Okay, I know that the next question that is coming on to me is that where do you find different UX design projects? Well, I do also have a video on that as well. The link is in the description box. Still, I have pulled together 4 different ways for you to find UX design projects online. Number 1 is to join meetup groups on meetup.com. So these groups regularly host design challenges. I happened to create one of my UX design project, the first UX design project, by participating in one of the Design Jam design challenges exercise that was conducted by one of the meetup group. Second way is to volunteer for UX design projects. You can simply reach out to non-profit organizations like UNV, Taproot, Catch a Fire. You can search on these volunteering platforms and you will definitely find a lot of opportunities to volunteer for different organizations. Step number 3 is to redesign on the existing website and application. You can simply work on made-up projects. All you need to do is to pick a random website or an application and to redesign it. However, make sure that you have a reason why are you redesigning this website or application. Just because you wanted to practice doesn't make any sense. You have to find a fault and then redesign it. and then you have to present it in your case study that why you took up this website or the application and redesigned it. Now, number fourth way is to join online communities like dailyui.co, UX Challenge, uxhack.co. Select a challenge, test your UX skills, and you can also get graded on your UX design project. Step number 6 is to create your own UX design portfolio. So instead of those boring resumes which are just talk and show no work, create your own UX design portfolio and communicate your work with the recruiters in the form of compelling stories, compelling case studies. Now, while choosing the best platform to showcase your portfolio, you need to consider one aspect of it. If you're just a beginner and have worked on 1 to 2 projects, then PDF can be the best way to present. However, if you have worked on multiple projects, then presenting your work with multiple PDF can be cumbersome. In such case, it's better to spend some time and money on designing and developing a website as a UX design portfolio. A UX designer always seeks inspiration from others. So there are plethora of information available on online. Check out, refer to different UX design portfolios created by UX designers in the field. Refer to them and create your own UX design. Step number 7 is to share your work and get feedback. In your head, you might have created the best possible solution for solving the UX design problem. You might have created the most beautiful UX design portfolio with the most compelling UX case studies. But do you have any proof that they are actually compelling to other people as well? Why not get the feedback directly from the UX design industry masters? Some of the best platforms to share your work for feedback is joining Facebook UX groups like UI UX designers, UX UI design projects, and many private as well as public UX design groups on Facebook where UX designers at all levels come together as a community to help each other. Not just that, share the work that you have done with the fellow designers as well, and you will be amazed to see the amount of constructive feedback that you will get from them, which will help you to improve your work and create the best UX design portfolio. With this, we have arrived to our step number 8, which is to network, network, and network. Guys, whether you are just beginning to enter into the UX design field or you are somebody who has experience, networking with your peers can be your constant source of education. The entire world runs through networking, then why not network into your field as well? In fact, networking with the fellow UX designers can help you to maintain long-term connections which will be mutually benefit to both you as well as to the other person. Then how do you network? Check local meetup groups as they regularly hold in-person events. For everybody else who can't find any local group, then there are plenty of online communities like LinkedIn groups. In fact, you can check out these top 12 design communities for UX and UI designers and developers. With this, now let's discuss the top 5 design books that a UX designer must read. Don't ask why. If you want to sound as well as become smart, then read. So the first book is Burn Your Portfolio. The author of the book, Michael, humorously shares hundreds of tips that teaches the real world practices. Some professional do's and don'ts and unwritten rules of business that most people learn only after putting in years of experience on the job. Second is Sprint, which is conceived by Jake Knapp while designing Google+, Google Hangouts at Google and perfected with running sprints with more than 150 startups. Now third is Steal Like an Artist. The book was born by Austin's lecture in New York University. He gave his students 10 tips that he would want to receive himself when he was starting his career. Now next book is Share Your Work. In his New York Times bestseller Steal Like an Artist, again Austin showed leaders how to unlock their creativity by stealing from the community of others. Okay, the next book is The Design of Everyday Things by Don Norman. You will start to see products and process differently, and you will start to consider how everyday objects are designed, what makes good design, what constitutes good design, bad design, and much more. So guys, in this video we discussed about the 8 simple steps that you can take if you are just starting out into the UX design field and if you want to become a UX designer. We also discussed about 5 books that you must read if you want to become a UX designer. I understand that when you are just starting out, and in fact even getting a entry level job can be little tough, and it can be more tough if you have no experience at all. And for a UX designer, the experience lays in the kind of UX design projects that they have done. Hence, if you're just starting out, it's important that you take up and practice as many UX design projects as you can, and then pick up the best to put into your UX design portfolio. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video, you find it informational. If you find it informational, then do share across with your friends. Show some love to the video by liking it and subscribing to the channel. If you want to learn more about UX design, UI design, UX research, then we regularly write blogs on yukti.io. Do check that out as well. Bye.